We have had such a low-key day so far. We woke up pretty tired because we've been working super hard all week. It's getting busy around here, and from here till the rest of the summer, we're gonna be pretty much fully booked around here at this campground. So on our weekends, we need a little bit of time to rejuvenate. And today, we are really excited about what we're going to be showing you. We have teamed up with a local company called Crave Delights. We have been absolutely loving chamoy. Have you heard of chamoy yet? If you haven't, you're about to. It is this sweet, salty, kind of saucy mixture that you can do so many things with. We're gonna get really creative in this one. We're gonna make a few different recipes with the chamoy to really bring out the flavors of the food that it's in. I'm really excited about one in particular because do you think beer's involved? I think it is. I do. We've been talking about chamoy, and I'm sure you're wondering, what is chamoy, and is all chamoy created equal?
But first, ever since we got to this work camping gig, we have wanted just straight up hydration and a little bit of salty, spicy food, and the combination together with fruit and chamoy delivers just that. So since we've been eating the store-bought, I've been really wanting to try some homemade, actual ingredients, fresh stuff, and we found just that. This product is incredible. You put it side by side by a store-bought chamoy.
It doesn't even compare. The consistency, the texture, the color, and my goodness, the flavor.
And what it is dried fruits. There's dried chilies in there as well, and it has like a jam consistency, a little bit more thicker probably.
It is thicker than, especially than the store-bought.
We're gonna open it up and try it. All right, you try it. Just finger test right now. Look how thick it is.
See, look at that, it sticks to your finger. The other chamoy would just be dribbling down my whole hand right now.
It's just liquid.
Woo! This packs a punch in it. A little goes a long way. Like even that little amount that she just put on her finger could dress almost a whole drink, really.
That is absolutely flavor bursts in your mouth. You get sweet, you get salty, you get sour. It really satisfies all those different cravings. Once you couple it with some fresh cut vegetables like cucumber, jicama, and also some fruits, of course. Mango is amazing with it, watermelon. You guys, every single day working out in the heat, I absolutely love it, but it definitely dehydrates you. Like, I'm constantly drinking water. I drink coconut water. We have some electrolyte powder that I also drink, but I just cannot get enough hydration. So this really helps. Like, I feel like you have the hydration from the watermelon. You also have some of the salt from the chamoy. Some of the heat from the chamoy helps to keep you hydrated. I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but I really swear that's why I crave chamoy every single day, especially in the middle of the day when that sun is hitting down and I am just thirsty.
My favorite fruit is watermelon. There is just something so refreshing about it, and it's nostalgic. We definitely grew up eating watermelon, sitting in the front yard, and I'm talking about when watermelons used to have little black seeds in them. They're all seedless these days, but we used to love doing watermelon spitting contests. Did you do that growing up?
Or how about whenever you were little and someone told you that if you swallow a watermelon seed, then you'll have a watermelon grow inside of your stomach?
Wait, that's not true?
Did anybody ever have that?
That's not true? My whole life is a lie. Okay, so we sliced and diced it here. I'm just gonna use this spoon. All right, this is a juicy watermelon. We're gonna go around it with the spoon here so it'll dump easily into our bowl. You caught me, just having a little sample there. It's good. This watermelon is so juicy. What we're gonna do is use this watermelon half as a bowl. So I'm just gonna clean out the insides here. It's so good.
All right, we're gonna be having some cucumber in there too because this is also a very hydrating, it takes on flavor so well. So you know how you put salt on cucumber? This is like adding salt, sour, sweet to everything. And all we're gonna do is just quarter each slice so there's nice size chunks, so you get good sized bites of watermelon, good sized bites of cucumber, and you get just a good combination of different flavors. So this is all the fruit that we're working with today, but typically you want to put mango, watermelon, jicama, cucumber, papaya is also really good as well. Time to do a Winston check. He is relaxing underneath the canopy right now. He's right in front of our rechargeable fan. We love this fan, by the way, so we plug it in. Usually when we're hanging out in here and we have an outlet space available, but we don't always have an outlet space available for every little thing inside of our camp setup. So this thing is amazing because we can unplug it and bring it wherever. We can bring it by the river if it's super hot out and we're just lounging about. We can have it where it's at any part of this canopy, which we move around quite a bit. So we love having this fan. It's super cool.
There's not much in this world that I like more than a casserole. So that's kind of what we're doing right here. We're gonna make layers of fruit.
Chamoy casserole.
Chamoy-Fruit that casserole. We're gonna start with our first layer of cucumbers. Next, we're gonna add some watermelon. Now it's time for some chamoy. Now, like we said, a little bit of chamoy goes a long way. Now that we have our fruit bowl filled up, we're gonna do another layer of this chamoy here. Gorgeous. We're gonna decorate it because who doesn't want their watermelon to be extra beautiful? Then you're not wasting it because then you can dip the fruit on this edge. Am I an artist? You betcha. We want this to be overflowing, so we are gonna fill it up even more and do one more layer. And to top it off with one final layer of chamoy.
You have to be a little bit of an artist whenever you're dressing with chamoy. It's like a whole look. You kind of want it dripping off of the sides, and then you can just dip your fruit right in there.
Check that out. I mean, super quick, super simple, and absolutely delicious. We have one more topping we're gonna add to this. This is gonna be that extra pop. These are dried fruits and gummies dressed in that chamoy. They're all different shapes, and you can tell this is a little gummy bear. Look at that. Yeah, that's a gummy bear. So salty and tangy, and with that gummy bear sweetness in the middle. Oh my gosh, so delicious. It's gonna go really well on top of this. It'll be like a little surprise whenever you're taking a bite. It's always hard to dig into something like this because it's so beautiful. You can't imagine ruining it. But we're not ruining it because that's the whole point of making it, is to eat it. Giulietta, you get to try it first.
My mouth is watering right now. I gotta get one of the candies too.
Okay.
It just explodes in your mouth. The watermelon, once you bite into it, you know, like the crispiness of the watermelon releases all of those natural hydrating juices. And then you have the flavor of the chamoy, which just goes through so many layers of complex flavor. And it just is so satisfying.
Best chamoy ever?
Ever. It's the best chamoy I've ever had. We have not tried this chamoy until today, you guys. We've waited until we were gonna film to try it. That was self-control, I gotta say, because I knew that this was just gonna be unbelievably delicious. I'm gonna try a cucumber. Your turn.
The presentation of this is just out of this world. I love the fruit bowl. I have seen, you know, a drink and a pineapple, but fruit and half of a watermelon like this, get out. Just leave. Okay, I'm gonna do both together. The cucumber is so crisp and refreshing. So the saltiness and the sweetness of the chamoy on it with the spice. This is not gourmet seeming, y'all. This is gourmet as could be. I don't think Giulietta's ever eaten chamoy without
it getting on my shirt. Every single time I eat chamoy, I get a nice streak of chamoy, so.
That's part of it.
Every time it actually washes out pretty easily too. These little candies in here are so good. They're like these little dried fruits and they're spicy and super sweet too. You definitely want to have a straw when you eat this because there's so much juice in there. And then you just kind of For this next chamoy dripping recipe, we're gonna go to the river for this one because it's getting that time of day. It's starting to get real sweltering. Is that the right word? Sweltering?
Yes, it is hot.
Sweltering, hot. And we want to go to the river and swim. And Amber wants to enjoy her chamoy beer by the river. Winston just hopped into the camper. I turned on the AC for him. He's gonna hang out in here while we go swimming real quick. Refresh ourselves because I'm busy sweating, you guys, and it feels so good, but it's gonna feel even better when I'm refreshed in that cold Frio river.
I know you're stoked for a beer review time. This one's gonna be extra special because we are going to dress it. I had never heard what dressing a beer is until, I don't know, just a few years ago or so. Have you ever heard of it? I'm gonna tell you what it is. So dressing a beer is making the outside of whatever cup it is, whether it be a can or a cup that you're drinking of, to decorate it with chamoy and other different fun garnishes. So we're not even gonna pour this in a cup. We're going to dress this beer with the Crave Delights chamoy. We're gonna do it over here though. It's time to go swimming. It's been so hot out here. We're drinking Strawberry Fields. This is a strawberry blonde by Karbach Brewing Company, made in Houston. The can sells itself there. And what we're gonna do is add the chamoy to the outside. So, it's a little foamy because we just walked here. We are going to pour the chamoy on the outside of the beer. We're just gonna do a swirl, a little drizzle on there that'll stay. And throughout your beer experience, you can have a little lick of it. I did wash the can thoroughly before this, so be sure you do that. It is absolutely incredible. The beer on itself could be a little dark tasting and heavy. So with this chamoy, it brightens it up so much. And because the can is cold, it kind of hardens up the chamoy, you know what I mean? This is a beer at its finest. I'm gonna be doing this so much more. You could do this with a lager or a light beer, something with not too much body, but really I can't imagine it not good on any beer. This is the best chamoy. And we have to top it, like top it with some of these chamoy covered gummies. So it's different gummies, there's Skittles, there's fruit, and it's all completely coated in the chamoy. So I can't imagine how good this will be. That is an experience. It's spicy, it's super salty. I'm getting enough sodium today, that is for sure. With the fizzy of the beer with the chamoy, it's this incredible consistency and texture. Giulietta, you have to have one.
Give me another one.
Let's give you a
Please.
fruit. Here's a fruit.
That was dried mango covered with the chili powder. The tanginess, so satisfying. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are
Honey, I roam. We appreciate you. We love you. Thanks for everything. Mwah. A little bit my lip. I think it's bleeding. For yourself, if you're feeling, oh, that's it. That's it.
in that cold, cold, cold river.